Greg, last word. Well, first of all, to Biden, he's in a bind because either he knew, which is a problem, or either he didn't, which is a problem. Because I think he didn't know, because I can't believe anybody would come to him for advice. The guy was more out of the loop than a drunken figure skater. He was just a nice guy you had in a room who shook hands and wore the aviator glasses. As for this being a waste of government time and we should be focusing on the Wuhan virus, I said that 3 months ago. I said that 4 months ago, or in January, when I was screaming about the Wuhan virus and everybody was intent to watch the impeachment hearing. So nobody can lecture anybody on that. It's a load of crap. I'm curious where the hyperventilating tick-tick-boom idiot who drooled over every Russian name in the phone book, why isn't Rachel Maddow leading her show with the scandal behind the scandal? If this is a joke, if this is meaningless, how about your 3.5-year delusional fantasy that went on based solely on somebody knowing somebody? You only had thoughts but no proof, so you inflated your thoughts into proof, and now you find out that it's worse than you thought because it involves Trump, Obama, your side, so now it scares you. This leads me to something that I've always wanted to talk about, but we could never talk about it on the 5 because it was too gross. The Steele dossier, which is behind all of this, right? We could never talk about it because the media used it as a shield of scuzz. Like, they could talk about it at late night shows. We could never really get into it because the content of the dossier was sufficiently lurid, right? So the media could use it at will. We really couldn't touch it. But let's be clear, how the Russians, getting ahead of myself, how the Russians really pranked us. Because the Steele dossier was a cartoon version of what you think would enrage Obama loyalists. You had a Russian going, well, you know, what if we tell them that we have hookers defile the bed Obama slept in front of Mr. Trump? That's what we tell them. How obviously absurd and fake is that? All that's missing is Boris Badenov, Natasha, and perhaps Rasputin in the same room. Yet our media, a bunch of tools, got suckered by this garbage, and as well as a panoply of politicians who chased this crap down. Steele himself was just a conduit for this nonsense. So the real hilarious punchline of the last 4 years is that a porno fantasy suckered all of our bright minds in the media and all our sharp dressers in D.C.